American college today.
Just the color of choice for the day.
Okay, you're looking very fine, and I must say, welcome, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
You know, what is the vibe and energy today? We see the comrades are very excited to see you.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yes.
Well, I just got here,
Yes.
but it's always a joy to be well received, and certainly I was well received today. And I'm just happy that they've come out to show their support and love for the leadership of their party.
Yes.
And you know, it's an annual event really, and I think people look forward to it. And a little pomp and circumstance can be fun, you know. So we're playing our part, and want to hear what the government's coming with later. Want to hear what these tax measures are.
Yes.
The Independent Fiscal Commission has called for the tabling of the revenue measures at the same time as the rest of the budget documents are tabled. In the past, the revenue measures have typically been held back until the very end of the process. And he has said that that is not acceptable because it prevents a proper analysis of the budget and so on. So I'm expecting and hoping that we'll find out what taxes this government is intending to impose on the people at this time, so that we can study it properly and analyze it and say what we have to say about it. So that to me is one of the major items for today's proceedings.
You'll be presenting in the budget debate in a few weeks from now.
Yes.
What is Jamaica to expect from you, particularly from this budget presentation?
Well, I don't want to disclose too much, but essentially an analysis of where we are now and where we're going, and some recommendations for how I think the whole thing of national development and economic development should be approached at this time. So, you know, it's my speech is a work in progress, but it will be along those lines.
Are you concerned about the direction of the finance minister and how she's directing the path for Jamaica's financial?
Well, the problem with the finance minister is that, you know, she's not a very comfortable communicator. She's somewhat awkward in her delivery. So it's often not possible to get a really clear understanding of some of the rationales and reasons for some of the things that are happening. In terms of overall economic policy, you know, we're at a very crucial juncture now because the path that we have been following has been, to some extent, torpedoed by this hurricane. And it creates a new paradigm where we have to adjust to try and get the economy back up and running, to provide support and help for the tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans who are suffering, as you well know, Andre, having gone out into the field so much to help people, and how Jamaica finances that. And, you know, I must say that I'm not impressed with the approach. Well, I would say the approach to financing the recovery. I would like to have seen greater exploration of creative solutions to lower the cost of borrowing, which is part of the whole concept of climate justice.
Yes.
And, you know, there we have gone so far it appears that we're pursuing a very conventional path, which is going to add significant debt and the burden of debt service to the people until the annual budgets going forward. So that is a concern for me. Yeah.
Well, Comrade Leader, one final question. We know that you've been dubbed the integrity boss, and we know that your leadership, you know, integrity and accountability has been a hallmark of that. Seeing what we're seeing unfolding now since this new term, we recognize that there's still a lot of issues, and that accountability is something that will still have to be made front and center. How are you feeling about that? I recognize the team is also on its toes with holding the government to account in terms of bringing some of the issues to light, the health sector, you know, we see what is happening. How do you feel about that for this term, and, you know, what should Jamaicans expect and look forward to?
Well, most recent report of Jamaica's ranking in the corruption index, you know, indicates a stagnation. And we're at the low end, which is the worst end of our peer group, Caribbean. So there's a great deal of work that needs to be done, because if probity, integrity, and good governance are not at the center of how we approach development, then you're not going to get the cohesiveness of a society where people buy into the mission and are prepared to put their efforts behind it, because people will be cynical, justifiably, that those who are leading have motives which are not pure and clean.
Yeah.
So it's very important that we as an opposition remain vigilant on this. I believe in due process. I don't believe in proceeding on the basis of conjecture or rumor, but where things become clear, action should be taken. Yeah.
So we expect further strengthening and bringing more fire from the opposition.
We will continue to do what we're doing. We have been particularly active in Parliament, where our numbers have gone up, as you know,
Yes,
we've
man, doubled it.
Yeah, which is great. It gives us more heft in Parliament, and we intend to continue to leverage the weekly opportunity that we have to express and support and defend the interests and rights of the Jamaican people. Thank
There you have it. There you have it, Jamaica. The leader of the opposition, Sir Mark Jefferson Golding. He did exception. What you said? What you said? One mark kitchen. All right. One mark kitchen. Come on, come here. Come quickly, come. Tell us why you're here today. Why are you here today?
Okay. President, good morning to everyone. We as Jamaican people need to stand up against the corruption and wickedness that is happening in our country. The poor people are getting poorer every day and the rich is getting richer. And there seems to be no alternative, no change. There needs to be somebody to stand up for the poor people. Therefore, Mark Gordon is our angel, our admirer, the person that is taking us to another level. We were robbed, but we will not be despondent. We will not give up. We will stand firm. We need to see the people and through all this hardship and separation that they are going through, which is practically hell. Andrew Holness is a devil. We need to get rid of him. We, the people, need to stand firm.
All right, comrade. All right. The man himself, the general, the man Jamaica that carried the opposition to 28 seats. The boss who is in it, Dr. Dayton Campbell. Dr. Campbell. How are you feeling for this parliamentary year?
Morning. I was hoping that this year we would have been going in as government.
Yes.
But nonetheless, we're happy to be here in greater numbers, and we commit to being defenders of the rights of the people, especially the lower class of people, to ensure that the laws of the country protect their rights and that it gives them an opportunity to become the best version of themselves.
Okay. What I wanted to expect from you this parliamentary year, though?
Well, what we want to do this year is to ensure that issues that we consider important that are not a part of the government's agenda, that we try to get them onto the agenda, whether it's through private members' motion, private members' bill, and issues that they're bringing to the fore, that we ensure that we scrutinize them properly to ensure that we do protect the interests of our people. So there's a lot that needs to be done in relation to employment opportunities, just so that people can have a better quality of life, in relation to education, healthcare is currently under pressure, agriculture needs an overall. And we need to adopt to newer technologies. You know, I've started out myself showing an example as to what can be achieved if you adapt to newer technologies.
You have inspired me to start my farming project. Remember a year and a half ago when you were speaking about the prospect of farming, I started to do my research, and yes, Jamaica, Dr. Dayton Campbell is my inspiration for the farming project that I'm on now. So are you particularly worried about what is happening in Westmoreland with the delay in the restoration for the people of Westmoreland?
Very concerned. The truth is that I listened to an update from JPS yesterday in which they said that 17,000 persons are still without electricity. We only have about 800 persons in Eastern Westmoreland with electricity, and we have about 10,000 JPS customers.
Wow.
So it means that the majority, over 50% of those that are still without, are from Eastern Westmoreland. The damage is severe. The road, I heard the Minister of Works speaking to the intervention with the roads, and he said 500 million will be spent in Kingston and St. Andrew and 100 million in Westmoreland. No, that doesn't make any sense, because there was minimal damage in Kingston and St. Andrew. So if it's a program to deal with the damage from the hurricane, the majority of it should be spent in the western end of the island. Persons, in relation to the housing, there is a significant deficit in relation to the housing, and that needs to get ahead with speed.
Well, we'll have a follow-up with you on PDTV and PMP Jamaica so that you can speak about what is really happening in Westmoreland. Keep well, my blessings.
All right.
We're going to walk
Jamaica,
up.
we're going to cut. Now they're about to take their walk up
and
to
we will
Parliament,
be with
and we're
them.
going to be showing you that. Yeah, up at the front. I can take this.
Staff.